Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining us for the 6 p.m. English news over the Republican television. Here are the headlines. A gang of 5 noted for terrorizing Manjo subdivision in the Mongo division of the littoral region has been apprehended, presented to the press and the population of Manjo this Wednesday, December 15, 2021. A project worth more than 71.4 million CFA francs has been presented this Wednesday, December 15th, by architects for the creation of learning and cultural animation centers in the different 10 regions of Cameroon at the Ministry of Arts and Culture in Yaoundé. The Secretary General of the Confederation of African Football, Ferong Mosengo, has praised the significant advancement of works at the Olembe Stadium in Yaoundé with less than a month to the opening ceremony of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Those were our headlines. Details in a bit. You're welcome back. The Human Rights Watch in its Twitter handle has warned separatists in Boya, chief town of the southwest region, against the recurrent explosive devices in the town. This comes after an explosive which occurred at the Boya Trade Fair recently, leaving many injured. Separatists have accepted responsibility, saying it's a means to force the population to respect the traditional ghost town instituted on Monday. We have details of this report with BrigadeAntiSardinard.
The device that exploded at the Boya Trade Fair Center in Clark's quarters is reported to have been thrown from over the fence. A source amongst many, some of whom are workers at the center, confirmed that the device, which was packaged in a liter container, was dispatched into the main arena from behind the building. While restating that there were just minor injuries recorded and were rushed to the Boya Regional Hospital, the source stated that as of now, just 3 injured persons are yet to be discharged. For the past month, explosives have been common in the town of legendary hospitality. In October, an explosive device killed a taxi driver in Muliko. Another injured 11 students at the University of Boya in a lecture hall. Meanwhile, last 2 weeks, another was dropped at the OIC market. According to earlier report, separatists have claimed responsibility for the explosive attacks at the Boya Trade Fair Center, which they say is aimed at halting the organization of events on Mondays considered ghost town days. The Human Rights Watch in its Twitter handle has condemned in the strongest term the use of detonative devices in internal affairs. It adds that it is strongly against international laws and call on separatists who have accepted responsibility for the acts to desist from it. The Human Rights Watch equally called on the government of Cameroon to get the perpetrators of such inhuman acts to face the law.
A gang of 5 noted for terrorizing Manjo subdivision in the Mongo division of the littoral region has been apprehended, presented to the press and the population of Manjo this Wednesday, December 15, 2021. The operation launched by the company commander of Manjo is aimed at cleaning the town from every criminal act ahead of a peaceful festive period. We have BrigadeAntiSardinard once more.
The Gendarmerie Company of the North Mongo, led by company commander and heads of unit, are at work to restore peace and order in Mongo division and Manjo subdivision in particular. By this deployment, a first gang of 5 alleged robbers who have been terrorizing the National No. 5 road was presented to the press this Wednesday at the Manjo Gendarmerie Brigade.
So, the night of 4th December 2021, those guys that people have seen, they have arrested some body on the road in the one village that they call Kola, where the person was coming from Lum. He's staying at Maningole. So from there, they were these boys, they took their own motorcycle at Kola. That's where they arrested the person that was having the motorcycle, pushed him in the bush, collected his money with the bike. So the next day, the person that they took the bike and all the things came to the office and come and meet me, give me the declaration. So, and immediately, me and my elements that you are seeing with the police, we put investigation.
In fact, those who have been living in the Manjo subdivision for a long time are yet to know their targets and set up a mode of operations. It is on this information, therefore, that the synergy of the police forces are mobilized in their sector and the gendarmerie elements are outside of its sovereign mission for the same purpose of restoring order, especially during this festive period.
I took one person after another. Then when all of them were there in the office here, and they told me that they have done it and they are asking for excuse. So the motorcycle that people are seeing in the middle, that's the motorcycle that they took from the father that is staying at the corner. So actually now here like this, he cannot be here because he's having a wound.
Confessed, they admitted having attacked several people in the subdivision and took several items, amongst which are bicycles, telephones, money and many others that the company commander was unable to bring back to his unit. The chief, who spoke on behalf of the population, did not fail to praise the efforts of the forces of law and order and equally called on the subjects not to relent effort to fit the elements of the gendarmerie with pertinent information that would help restore peace and order in Manjo subdivision. The population of Manjo in particular and Mongo division in general will therefore have a peaceful feast in the serene and secure atmosphere.
Most parents think this Christmas season is a period and opportunity to offer gifts like toys to their kids as a sign of love, regardless of the slight increase in prices. Our reporter Ann Umeko visited the Yaoundé Central Market in a bid to know the different prices of toys and the choices of parents. Her report.
Markets have become very busy as parents struggle to get the best gift for their children during this Christmas season. There are toys of different kinds, though parents give preference to some particular ones to please their kids.
We sell different games like bicycle and toys. Parents like teleguided toys like helicopters and planes. Parents give a preference to bicycles because children like bicycles. We have already bought the gown of my daughter. There is also a toy plane that we put batteries.
Some choose this festive period to put smile on the faces of children with special needs. I buy for vulnerable children. Make Christmas for children as if it was in the family, especially for orphans and abandoned children. I give preference to small cars, planes, guitars, and not guns. The games and toys parents buy for their kids plays on their psychology. To some, a gun is not advisable. Especially not gun. I think a game has to be instructive. If one has to start showing to children that it is good to use a gun, it plays negatively in their subconsciousness and they stay with it. Prices have slightly increased during this Christmas season.
Bicycles are equally very expensive because customers propose lower prices. Meanwhile, a bike that used to cost 30,000 francs now costs 40,000 francs because everything is now expensive.
No matter the increase in the prices of toys in the market, there is still a mad rush as parents are braving the odds to put smile on the faces of their kids during this Christmas period.
A project worth more than 71.4 million CFA francs has been presented this December Wednesday, December 15, 2021, by architects for the creation of learning and cultural animation centers in the different 10 regions of Cameroon at the Ministry of Art and Culture in Yaoundé, an initiative of FECOM to promote education, traditional and cultural heritage of Cameroon. And Omeko took part and compiled the following report.
The proposed project worth 71,430,750 francs is an initiative of FECOM to encourage learning, diverse activities and valorize Cameroon traditional values under appropriate hygienic conditions and security in Cameroon.
This project is made up to give access to the population of Cameroon to culture, to democratize actually the access to culture. So we are very glad that we have been invited by the Ministry of Art and Culture to be able to propose a different kind of architecture. And you see the Secretary General has said how important, how great this project is, and they are seeking also for additional fundings. So apart from designing the architectural plans, we are also there to give funds to this important project, because for us it's very, very necessary. It's a necessity that our children and also the young generation gain access to culture. Not only the numerical one, the digital one, but also physical and material culture.
This structure will be built in the different 10 regions of Cameroon to reflect the cultural and traditional heritage.
No, we agreed today that we are going to propose different types of sample plans. So we're gonna propose four plans actually, but those 4 plans are going to be there will be like a free moment where we will work with the mayors and the technician of the council to make sure that this project really fits their needs. And then we will also carry out topographical survey once they will propose the sites, the different sites, to make sure that also the project fits the site and is adapted to the site. So we also gonna think. I think we should definitely be able to promote this project and see how the population also reacts to it, to be sure that they can recognize themselves into this project. So that's what we will do. Once we will propose the 4 sample plans, we will propose our hierarchy, a survey to see how the population react. We already did that in a way. You are familiar with the project, the School of My Dream School that we did. We first of all carried out a competition, drawing competition, where pupils in the whole country draw the school of their dreams, and from their vision, we have been able to materialize and create a project.
A very fruitful meeting with different recommendations from the members of the examination committee from the Ministry of Arts and Culture to make this dream a reality.
Yes, we are very glad. It has been very helpful. They have made a very important proposition, like for instance, the fact to propose sample plans that are adapted to the capacity, financial capacity of every council, and also thinking of design, thinking of the design of the exterior. But as we told, as we have discussed, we are used to doing it, and it's also very important for us. So this will be done. But we are very grateful because we have seen how the project was appreciated. So we are encouraged to continue.
The proposed project worth 71,430,750 francs is an initiative of FECOM to encourage learning, diverse activities and valorize Cameroon traditional values under appropriate hygienic conditions and security in Cameroon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, you're watching the 6 p.m. English news over Camdis television. Let's now talk sports, where Fecafoot's president-elect Samuel Eto'o is currently sojourning in the south region of Cameroon this Wednesday, December 15, 2021. The Cameroonian football messiah was given a heroic welcome by football lovers in the region at the Sangmilima ceremonial ground. We have details with Isaac Ngonkum.
The people of the South region came out this Wednesday, 15th December 2021, in their numbers to welcome Samuel Eto'o, newly elected president of the Cameroon Football Federation. Being his first official visit as Fecafoot president, Mr. Eto'o was given a heroic reception at the Sangmalima ceremonial ground. Yes, the population came out in their numbers, both young and old, to demonstrate their love and support for the new elected Fecafoot president, as they shouted and screamed for joy when the football legend touched down at the ceremonial ground. Led by the very charismatic Celine Eko, the South region played a key role in the election of Samuel Eto'o as president of the Cameroon Football Federation during last Saturday's elective General Assembly in Yaoundé. And it is exactly for this reason that Mr. Eto'o came visiting this Wednesday to express gratitude for their uncommon support. No doubt, Madame Celine Eko, president of the South Regional Fecafoot League, was rewarded with the post of first vice president at the National Bureau. The romance between the new Fecafoot boss and local populations in Cameroon as a whole, and Sangmalima in particular, since his election last December 11th, has been phenomenal. Hopefully, it will continue as Cameroon prepares to host the 2021 AFCON in January and February 2022.
The Secretary General of the Confederation of African Football, Ferron Mosengo Ongba, has praised the significant advancement of works at the Olembe Stadium in Yaoundé, with less than a month to the opening ceremony of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. He was speaking on Tuesday, December 14th, after an ultimate inspection visit to the site in the presence of the Minister of Sports and Physical Education, Narcisse Moele Kombi. We have Isaac Ngonkom once more.
Those who predicted doom as far as the readiness of the Olembe Stadium in Yaoundé is concerned for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon must be biting their fingers in disappointment now. The ultimate inspection visit of CAF Secretary General Ferron Mosengo Ongba this Tuesday, 14th December 2021, to the 60,000 capacity sports jewel in Yaoundé has confirmed the thesis that Cameroon is more than ready to host the biggest football jamboree on the African continent in less than a month from now. In the presence of Sports and Physical Education Minister, President of the local organizing committee, Narcisse Moele Kombi, the CAF chief scribe showered praises on the country's government and sports authorities for a job well done. In his own words, his doubts have now been cleared and he is pretty sure Olembe will be ready on January 9th, 2021, when the 2021 AFCON kicks off in Yaoundé. The images from Olembe as of Tuesday, 14th December 2021, speak for themselves. Olembe is ready for the AFCON. Let the games begin.
We continue with our sports page, but this time in the littoral region of the country, where the governor of the littoral region, president of the Douala site for the 2021 AFCON, Samuel Diodone Ivaha Diboa, says the city is fully ready to welcome the football bonanza. He was speaking this Wednesday, December 15th, after accompanying CAF Secretary General Ferron Mosengo Ongba to inspect some hotels and sporting infrastructure in Douala. We have details with Isaac Ngonkum.
As the countdown to the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations narrows down, host cities are doing last-minute preparations to make sure everything is ready for the D-Day. It is the case of the Douala site, which received the CAF Secretary General Veron Mosengo Omba this Wednesday, 15th December 2021, together with the Littoral Regional Governor, who doubles as the president of the Douala site for the competition, Samuel Dieudonné Ivaha Diboa. The authorities were impressed with the readiness of a 5-star hotel establishment, Crystal Palace Hotel in Akwa Douala, and the Japoma Stadium. Speaking to the press shortly after, the governor reassured visitors that Douala is ready.
Douala is preparing the AFCON tournament, and he just expressed his satisfaction about what we have done till today. And we went to Japoma Stadium, and now we are just standing in front of Crystal Palace, who is going to host the CAF team. And I can just tell you that this hotel is a very beautiful one. So all the CAF just fell in love of this hotel.
The Douala site is promising to be a major attraction when the Africa Cup of Nations Jamboree begins on January 9th, 2022.
Ladies and gentlemen, that news from Isaac Ngonkum takes us to the end of our 6 p.m. English news. But before we leave you, a recap of our major stories. A gang of 5 noted for terrorizing Manjo subdivision in the Mongo division of the Littoral region has been apprehended, presented to the press and the population of Manjo this Wednesday, December 15, 2021. A project worth more than 71.4 million CFA francs has been presented this Wednesday, December 15th, by architects for the creation of learning and cultural animation centers in the different 10 regions of Cameroon at the Ministry of Arts and Culture in Yaoundé. The Secretary General of the Confederation of African Football, Veron Mosengo Omba, has praised the significant advancements of works at the Olembe Stadium in Yaoundé with less than a month to the opening ceremony of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, Desiree Trésor Bonnet will be with you when it's exactly 8 p.m. for news in the French language. But until then, do stay tuned in the company of interesting programs over Camdis television. Thanks for watching.